This video is sponsored by Manscaped. Now that's my old Manscaped razor back there, but we got the brand new 4.0 and we're going to test it out. So let's jump in the shower and I'll show you how to shave your junk.
Weird. I'm not sure why YouTube didn't let me post that, but anyways, guys, I've been using Manscaped for a long time and I highly recommend their product. You can actually get 20% off the entire performance package. This is everything you'll need to keep yourself looking good under the hood, if you know what I'm saying. Guys, no one wants to see unruly pits, chest hair, or, well, pubes. So deal with it. Get the performance package today or any of their products 20% off with the link in the comments and the description down below. This is going to revolutionize everything, okay? This is going to make you look like a new man. And there's even a flashlight if it's really dark for some reason and you really need to see all the bush, okay? Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Click the link down below, all right? Thank you so much, Manscaped, for sponsoring this video, and, well, let's get back into the content. Hey everyone, MTash here, and I think that everyone should be maxing out the main character moving forward because the Electro version is finally a 5-star, is finally a character worth the resources. Now, if you are playing the new Inazuma region, if you've got to, AR 30, I think is the minimum, one thing that you should be aware of is to get the talent material. You can get this starting on Thursday or from chests. So if you actually want to level up the main character, if you want to get those talents so that the main character is doing more damage, then you're going to need to use your resources. I would recommend saving your condensed resin. That's actually what I'm doing. I really want the new artifacts, absolutely, and I'm going to use my kind of daily resin to do that, but I'm going to be saving all my condensed resin to farm these talent books up or these talent scrolls so that I can level the main character as fast as I can. Now, as for myself, I'm only going to be leveling these 2 skills because I'm going to use main character as a support, but I definitely see viability as a main DPS, especially if you are a free-to-play player. If you've got a good weapon, maybe like the Festering Desire, or if you've got one of the crit damage weapons or crit chance weapons available for sword. The main character is insanity. So I'm going to go through the skills, I'm going to go through the talents, but the big one here you need to remember is the scaling of this character is going to be solid because it is technically a 5-star character, right? So they're going to have just a little bit better base stats, but you have to remember that even if we can't get it right now and right away, you will be able to get all the constellations, and that is important for multiple reasons. You're going to get a lot of utility from these different things, but you have to remember that you're automatically, on this character, going to get 3 levels on your E skill and your Q skill, or your burst and your elemental skill. That is a lot of damage. That is a lot of value to be getting out of any character, period. And so long term, this character is going to hit very, very hard, even with little investment. There are multiple sets that work with this character. I can hype this character all day. I personally am currently using the Noblesse set just so I can help my team out and get that burst going. But you could run the like the Thunder sets, Thundering Fury or Thunder Soother, depending on how you want to play it. You can run the new set, the Elemental Recharge, or sorry, the Energy Recharge. I think I've got a piece down here somewhere. This one here that's giving Energy Recharge as well as increased Elemental Burst. There are so many ways to build this character, and so I wanted to highlight that as well. As for the weapons, that's the nice thing too. If you have been playing for a long time, Festering Desire can work very nicely. Iron Sting, it's fine if you want to do some elemental damage. It's easy to craft, but the new sword that's available in Inazuma is also very good. There's just so many options here. So many options for you. Maybe you've even got a Lion's Roar leveled up for Kaching. You could use that too, okay? But this character, I think, would be best with the Sacrificial Sword. Unfortunately, on my account, I've never got a Sacrificial Sword. I've never, ever gotten one, which is really, really frustrating. But Sacrificial Sword is good because when you use your ability, it actually sends out multiple projectiles. So if any of those are hitting, there's going to be a chance that your ability goes back on cooldown. And the more refinements you get, it's almost 100% chance to get it back. Main character is like an Electro Xingqiu. Maybe better depending on your comp because of the added electricity and the energy recharge and stuff. But honestly, throwing both of them together can be absolutely nutty. Let's go through the kit, but I wanted to do a little intro and a little bit of hype for this character because it is just so damn powerful. So the first ability, which you just saw, is Lightning Blade. That ability sends out 3 blades that do damage, and they'll give you your regular elemental particles. But on top of that, it will also leave behind Abundance Amulets. It's actually going to leave down 2. Now it says here, it restores elemental energy when you pick them up, but it also increases energy recharge during the amulet's duration. That is insane because look at this. Each one that drops is going to give you 3 energy regeneration. Okay? It also has this energy recharge increase, and this is a duration of 6 seconds. My Zhongli has no energy right now. If I use this ability, you can see that there's 2 amulets that are left behind. Okay? My Zhongli can pick them up and get a nice little boost of energy. That is awesome. Now, if I had Sacrificial Sword and I could use it again, that would be amazing, right? Because then you could just spam more amulets and get more energy recharge. But here's the thing that you need to remember, is when I pick up the amulets, I'm actually going to have an Electro aura around me. During that time, your energy recharge is increased. And so getting any more particles from other abilities, this is amazing on Venti. You can really stack up a lot of energy quickly, and let me show you that, but we're going to just wait for that guy to reset, and we're going to bring out Venti, because this is nuts. I'm just going to move over here for this. Because of Venti's passive, 15 energy is the minimum he can have, because when he pops his ultimate, he ends up getting more. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my E ability on the main character to drop the amulets. I'm going to pick them up from Venti to get the initial energy, but then I'm going to use one E ability, and you're going to get this huge boost of energy from your regular animal particles because of the boosted energy recharge. So I'm just going to run up and bug this guy. Hey, how you doing? Come over here. No, not all of you. Okay, let's do it quickly. Okay, we've got the amulets. We pick up the amulets, tons of energy, one E ability. Look at this. Look at this. Sheesh. Okay, boys. We've got some energy. We've got some energy. Do a couple more. Abort mission. Abort mission. So as you can see with Lightning Blade, this is an amazing little tool for getting your burst ability back, and you can pair this with any element in the game, and it's going to be valuable. Now, on top of this, you're going to get some other passives and constellations, which are going to essentially break the game. They're going to be making this character one of the best supports we've ever seen. Now, let's move on to the ultimate ability, Bellowing Thunder. Now, this is essentially a Xingqiu ultimate. What you do is you call forth lightning, and every 0.5 seconds while you're doing your basic attacks and charged attacks, you're actually going to call down lightning on the area. So I'm going to just run up and I'm going to do this on an enemy so you can get an idea of what that looks like. So I call down lightning, boom, nothing really happens until I start attacking. But you can see there's a lightning strike there, a lightning strike, and you can just use this over and over again. You can swap characters, it will call down lightning. It doesn't matter who's doing it, but as soon as those little elemental things are gone, the lightning strikes are gone. It's 12 seconds long. I kind of wish it was like 15 seconds, but it's still very, very good. Let's go back and look at some passives now and why they're going to be insane. Now, we already love the Abundance Amulets, okay? I love them. But now we've got Resounding Roar. It increases the energy recharge effect of these Abundance Amulets by 10% of Traveler's energy recharge. So in the case of myself, I'm getting an extra 16% energy recharge built in while I have the passive of those amulets. That is a lot of value to get, and you could stack this up even further if you so choose. And, you know, the base amount is essentially 10% period because everyone has 100 energy recharge to start. So, I mean, even just from those basic talents and this passive, it's already a good character, okay? And then you have to factor in, we are going to get all 6 constellations eventually, not right away, but you are going to have all of the constellations to make it even stronger. Constellation 1, you now generate an extra amulet. Amazing. Insane. Now, this isn't too crazy because it's not extending the duration or anything, but it's giving you another flat amount of energy when you pick up that amulet. Number 2, it's getting even better. When you hit them with the Bellowing Thunder, it reduces their electro resistance. So it's going to now hit even harder as you play. This is really good if you're using this as like a main DPS or sub DPS character. If you're building a bunch of damage, this is going to be amazing. But if you were using someone like, you know, Razor, Beto, any other electric character, Fischl, they're now going to hit harder while you use this main character. So again, super valuable. We're getting more levels on Bellowing Thunder. We are now getting this one, which is actually going to break the game. C4 is... Oh my god! With C4, if you have under 35% energy, which if you use main character after, you popped everyone's burst ability, the energy restored when you pick up the Abundance Amulet is increased by 100%. So now, not only do you have 3 of the amulets, giving you 3 energy each, they're now giving you 6 energy each. That's 18 energy, just off the cuff. For some people, just picking that up and using one ability is an automatic burst ability. If you have a lot of energy recharge, you have now got from essentially like 0 to 100% energy in one ability. This is gross. Now, we've got more damage for Lightning Blade. We always love that. And then we've got World Shaker. We've got the cream of the crop, the tip of the top, allowing you to be a main DPS or sub DPS or just a really good support. All this does is add more value. For every 2 Falling Thunder, which is happening, every 0.5 seconds, if you're spamming attacks, the next one is going to do 100% more damage and give you energy back for the current character. So if you are doing a swapping team where you pop the ability from main character, you swap to someone else, they're going to hit harder. It's going to, the electro resistance is dropped. It is then going to get a boost of damage, and you're getting more energy back. Between the amulets and now the ultimate, you're going to be spamming your super. You're going to be spamming your ultimate. Jesus, that's my Destiny lingo, the super ability leeching out. I am so excited for this character. It's not even funny. It is so much better than I even expected. If you aren't building main character, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Literally S tier. Literally S tier support. I understand that Electro still might not be the meta, but you can pair this character with any team and it will bring value 100% of the time. I'm shook. I'm shook. Again, Festering Desire, if you want to do a bunch of damage, is awesome. Sacrificial Sword, which I don't have and I can't show you. Sacrificial Sword, just look it up, okay? I can give you an example what that looks like. It's like this here. Sacrificial Sword, this is the Great Sword version, but after damaging an opponent with an elemental skill, you have a chance to throw it on cooldown. Because you're using 3 projectiles, you have multiple chances for this to proc every time you use the ability. It's going to be at like 100% uptime on that ability for the most part. That's a great weapon as well. But anything that's giving you energy recharge can work. You can get a Favonius Sword or something like that. But I would definitely recommend Festering Desire or the Sacrificial Sword. Unless you've got a 5-star weapon, then obviously that can be a great tool as well. As for artifacts, I'm currently using a Noblesse set to help my team out. I pop my burst ability, right? And then I swap to someone else. That's pretty cool. But I also have, a Bennett with a great Noblesse set. And so, I can both use different sets if I want to. One of the good sets that I would, recommend is this one here. This is the new set, the Storm Cage set. You get energy recharge, and it increases your elemental burst damage, right? This, stacking with the Constellation 6 and the Electro Shred is going to be amazing. And then you could use the Thunder set. I don't personally have one to show off. I've never really farmed for one. But there are multiple things you can do with this character. And I don't know. I didn't expect it to be this good. So that's it for me. Thank you so much. If you're building it as a support, remember, only level these abilities up here. You don't need to do the main attack there if you're not basic attacking. I personally am just going to be swapping out, using my abilities, and swapping off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more, and click the link down below for Manscaped today. You can get yourself an amazing razor that's going to change your life. Anyways, that's it. I'm going. I'm tired. I'm slurring my words. I've been only sleeping for 4 hours so I can make this video. I'm hyped for Inazuma. Let's get into it. More content later.